Okay, today for you guys I have the Ruger LCP, just a quick tabletop, show you a little bit about the gun and give you a couple of the facts which I have pulled directly from Ruger's site. So, as you can see here, the Ruger LCP, it has a steel slide and then a glass-filled nylon handle. See here that the gun is cleared. Just want to show you that. And the magazine is here. So anyway, as you see, they have the manual slide hold. Okay. Serrations are small but useful, as well as the sights. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to pick it up. They're fixed sights, obviously. Trigger pull on the Ruger LCP is stated at being 8 pounds. You can see here. I know people have tested the triggers and said that they end up usually tending to be around the 5.5 to 6.5 range instead of 8 that's stated by Ruger. It has a single direction release. I'll show you that. Has the 2 3/4 inch barrel, weighs 9.4 ounces, and the gun is only going to be 0.82 inches wide, 5.16 inches overall length, and has a 6+1 capacity. You can get a extended floor plate for the Ruger LCP. It allows you to get, you know, a little extra real estate for holding the gun. That being said, even if you use the flat floor plate like I have here, the gun is very controllable. You will have to be a little aware of some slide bite if you aren't used to shooting a smaller pistol like this. So the first time I took my dad out and he shot it, he got a nice little bite on him, but you know, that's to be expected with something like this. It's not something you're going to put a ton of rounds down, probably just going to be carried as, you know, a defensive pistol. I have the Hornady critical defense ammo in here now, as you can see, with the red plug, just used to make sure that you don't pick up any extra material if you do have to use it in a defensive situation. Oh, I should also state, you guys might want to know about the trigger pull, or I told you about the pull, but the actual pull length is going to be a 1/2 inch. Figured I'd throw that in there. Now, I'll tell you the reason I purchased this gun. I have 2 other guns. I have a CZ75 SP01 that I carry, and then the Smith & Wesson M&P 40C that I carry. Excuse me. The reason I picked up this gun was to carry with me actually whenever I cannot carry either of the other 2 guns, which would be a situation maybe where I have a lot of items on me. I carry the other 2 in holsters, usually in the 5 o'clock position, but this gun I actually pocket carry. Now, the main reason, like I said, that I bought it was actually for cycling. Cycling enthusiast, pedal, obviously not motorcycle, but this gun actually fits well in one of my cycling jerseys. They tend to have 3 pockets across the back of them, and I put it in that whenever I go out. Now you probably think, you know, I'm probably paranoid, but I have several friends that actually cycle, and I have other friends that I've met online through cycling forums that have actually had several encounters while cycling with motorists. Now, I'm not exactly sure why this tends to happen, but I have a few stories that have happened to me. Just for some reason, a lot of people just don't like cyclists. I tend to only ride on roads where I know I have extra length between me and a vehicle. Say the berm is extremely wide, I will only ride on those roads just for that reason, or I will only ride in state parks or places where speed limits are restricted if I cannot be on a roadway that has an extremely wide berm. But I do know of several cyclists that have had run-ins with motorcyclists, of all people, which is kind of shocking, just because, you know, we both share the road with other motorists. But I've had, you know, pickups come up beside me and blow diesel smoke on me. I've had people throw stuff out of windows. I actually know a guy that was kicked off his bicycle by somebody. But there's just a lot of things that seem to end up happening to cyclists that, you know, I figured, you know, if something does end up happening, I'd like to at least be a little bit protected. You know, there's not much else I can carry on me, you know, whenever I'm cycling. So that was the main reason for purchasing this gun. Because like I said, the gun only weighs 9.4 ounces. Now this would be comparable to a Kel-Tec. Kel-Tecs run a little bit lighter. I believe they're 8.6, something like that. But you know, Ruger's a great name. I have a buddy that has a Kel-Tec. He has some issues with the feeding of the gun. I haven't had any issues with the feeds of this gun. Plus, I'd purchased this right when it had come out. So, you know, I do realize I had probably jumped in, not knowing whether or not there was going to be a lot of issues with the gun, but it's proven to be reliable. I haven't had any, you know, stovepipe feeding issues, anything like that. So, excuse me, I can't really complain. Brand new out of the box. Whenever I purchased this, there was, I believe, like a 30-person waiting list in my local shop for this. They had quoted me at, I believe, $260 when it had originally come out, but the demand was so high, they got one in and then said, you know, we're selling them for over $3 now. We'll give it to you for $270. So, you know, I might have paid $5-10 more, but you know, I really wanted to have the gun. Now that I don't believe there's as much of a demand on them now, I've seen them around pretty consistently, and I know the prices are also pretty much back down to where I had purchased it. I know for a while there I was seeing them upwards of $330, which is extremely high, I believe. My buddy purchased his Kel-Tec, I believe, for below $2.5. I want to say $220. I'm not quite sure what they're currently running, but last time I checked on this, I believe the cheapest price I saw was like $280, $286, something like that. So, just wanted to show you guys that. I think it's a good choice, maybe for a female in the household, if she wants a lightweight carry pistol. Or like I said, you know, maybe you're a cycling enthusiast like me, you like to cycle, you still want to have some form of protection on you. You know, I ride an expensive bike. Don't really want to get that stolen either, something like that. So, but just wanted to show you that. So I hope you guys liked it. Just a quick tabletop view of the Ruger LCP. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, that's it. Have a good one.